trouble.
Yo, why Kuzma missed?
Oh man. Casual talk.
Yeah, nah, people gotta stop. People gotta chill out.
Hey man. Look, I always tell you, man, if they have time to really talk about the fact that LeBron talking about Mickey Mouse ring and stuff like that, we got time to do that with Kuzma. And I don't know where to get this time from, but
What you mean the time they was watching the game?
they got too much time on their hands, bro. I swear they got too much time on their hands.
How you been, bro? Better than Kuzma?
Well, yeah, and I'm feeling. I don't feel like soft as baby.
What?
I don't feel soft as baby. I don't feel soft as baby. You soft.
I get it now.
I just killed the whole thing. Oh my god.
You could have, said it from the jump.
I was trying to cover it up so I won't have to really censor it.
Wow, you do a terrible job censoring it anyway.
I see. I like what you did, right?
Terrible job.
Got your hat.
I'd be cursing through the whole damn thing. Then all you hear is a bleep in the middle of the video.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, I know, because you made it be like that. You the one that make it be like that.
Oh, thank you. I try my best.
The Lakers, the Los Angeles Lakers, the defending champions.
Yeah.
I mean, they came to play last night.
Yeah, yes, they did. Especially that number three. That number three.
The guy that had the back spasms. It didn't seem like it.
It seemed like it
But
at
he was
all.
battling through it. Man, he was balling out in that second half.
In my opinion, the best big in the game right now. I know with all the injuries and stuff, I still say no matter what, on a healthy day, he's the best big in the game. On a healthy day, he's the best big in the game. Well, he's not even healthy, and he had this. So, that just goes to show you that when he is healthy, what he could do, the damage that he could do. And man, did he will his team? He willed this team, and he tried his hardest. But I think you're going to get more into it. You know.
Tried his hardest. I'm gonna try to lay off of Kuzma.
Games like this happen. Bro.
I know. But the troll in me just wants to just laugh. But the basketball, fan in me, whatever. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. And plus, he's already getting enough flack from Lakers fans and LeBron fans. Each is like their own, different entities.
It's crazy how people was trolling him because when he missed that shot, all you can see is AD do this.
Oh, come on. AD he just got up from the ground because he fell. I think a huge block on Nurkic.
Nah, I know, but the way it looked like he was frustrated. He was like, "Yo, he's not making nothing." I'm not saying that's what he was. Of course, he was getting up from the ground, but the way it looked like from the camera angle, it looked like he was pissed.
But yeah, no way to put it. Kuzma really, really struggled last night, and not just that shot. It was throughout the night.
Yeah,
they really could have used him. This was a big game. Like you said, Lakers did play. They did come out to play. the defense, and of course AD late in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But they were chasing the Trailblazers in that fourth.
Yes, they were. And it was scrappy. It wasn't anything cute or pretty, but like, again, this is down the stretch, down the wire. This is an important game that could determine where you are in the standings. I don't expect it to be pretty or cute or anything like that. And that's what these two teams showed. They showed a lot of heart, a lot of toughness. I don't know what Norman Powell was doing when he ran into Kuzma, but that just goes to Caruso. But that's just goes to show you how the game really was. It was a dogfight battle till the end when he came, especially when it came to that fourth quarter. And as you said, AD tried his best, but it was more about Dame Dollar and company and how they got it down in the stretch. Got it done down the stretch.
Because Dame was cooking,
Mm-hmm.
and CJ got it going as well.
Yeah,
but Dame was really cooking in that fourth quarter. He's that main catalyst. It's Dame time. Yep, and they needed him as much as the Lakers needed AD.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the one that helped the Blazers get this win.
Yep.
This much needed win. This game decided who got the tiebreaker. And yep, now Trailblazers have tiebreaker. Not only do they have the tiebreaker on the Lakers, they have the tiebreaker on the Mavericks as well.
Well, again, I already said, you already know what I said. They're not getting.
I'm just saying.
Look,
it's facts.
It could be facts, yeah. It ain't happening though.
But who said anything about playing? This could have been a 5th seed thing.
No, let me say something. They're not touching the 5th seed anymore, bro. They gave that up. They gave it up. They legit, seriously gave it up. They made the Mavericks past them, who were doing bad for most of the season up until this point. So they're not giving. I'm telling you, the Mavericks are not surrendering in that spot. Sorry.
Okay. I tried.
Yeah, you can raise your hand up all like this all you want, CJ. You're not having that spot. 6th or 7th, deal with it.
But yep, Portland, they survived AD's late onslaught, try to get them in the game. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately. To a different type of game. I swear, every time I see the Boston Celtics, I see a new team. There's a new team each game.
Yeah, man. I understand what you're saying right there, and it's just it's like they don't give it 100% effort. They really do not give Kemba did. Kemba gave a lot of effort. He gave a great amount of effort. But when you talk about everyone else on that team, well, at least they played. But just like what we always say, you wait until the last moment to try to finish out the game, and it's like too much too late. Look, there's times where you're gonna get away with it. You're gonna get away with these comebacks and having these fourth quarter comebacks and stuff and getting back into the game. But there's gonna be times where, of course, where it's gonna be last minute. It's gonna be too much too late. And by the time you make your comeback, something could happen to the other team in which they could end up having the same advantage that they've been having for most of the game with them being up. And as a result, they could take the game right away from you. And that's what happened.
Listen. Yeah, Jaylen Brown wasn't playing.
Yeah.
Tatum, Smart, Walker was playing. And yeah, Zach LaVine is back, and we saw that. Definitely saw that last night.
Yes, we did.
But a Bulls team fighting and scrapping to get to that 10th seed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna repeat it again. The Bulls team fighting and scrapping to get to that 10th seed. And a Boston Celtics team that has all that talent on that team that could potentially be the 4th seed. This late in the game, you are trying to get out of the play-in. They're trying to get in the play-in because that's their only chance. You have a legitimate shot of getting out of the play-in. And that's just fourth quarter monster run by the Bulls.
I think it was like a 14-0 run.
Yeah, and they just and I think the Celtics had a run before that.
Yeah, they like they always been doing for most of the season. They've been finding ways to get back into the game when the fourth quarter is starting up. But again, this could come back to bite you in the butt because eventually a team like what the Bulls did to them last night, who has had the lead for most of the game and still got the lead now, could take advantage. And that's what they did. The Bulls got hot at the right time, while the Celtics got misfortune at the wrong time.
I just don't know what's going on in Boston. I really don't.
Yeah, well. Running back next year. See you when you lose in the first round. Just running back next year. That's all I'm saying. Running back next year. Probably things will look better.
You really are optimistic.
Hey, man, look. They in the post game, they allude to something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna go too deep into it, of course, and everything like that. But
yeah,
they say all this great talent in your influx is going is something has to be done with coaching. Something has to be done with coaching. It has something to do with coaching. No disrespect to Brad Stevens, but what is going on? You got all this talent. You're a really good coach, by the way, too. We're not downplaying your greatness as a coach, but and I could use the COVID excuse all I want, but your team is not where they should be. We're talking about a team that has been to the Eastern Conference Finals 3 out of the last 4 years. A team that is probably not even probably is top 4 talented teams in the Eastern Conference. Top 4 talented teams in the Eastern Conference have young superstars in the making. All of this, you got everything working in your favor. What's going on? If it's not the players, then something got to be done with the coach because it has to be on him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Brad Stevens, as much respect that he has, as much as the respect that he's gained, it has to, at the end, they fall on him.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he has to fix something, or let's move on from Boston. Good win by Chicago though.
Yeah,
Kobe
great.
White, Vucevic, Zach LaVine showed up, and even though it's dim for them, that 10th seed, they still have a chance. They need every win, and this was a big win.
Yes, they do. And good job by Vucevic with the triple-double, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
What was other notable games?
Oh, well, I know you're going to allude to this person later. Like, you know what I mean? I would love to get into the team right behind you, but I'm not yet. I'm going to skip over them for right now. But Philadelphia 76ers versus the New Orleans Pelicans.
Cut you off about New Orleans, Zion.
Mm-hmm.
Out indefinitely.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, at least Brandon Ingram could take over from here.
What you mean? At least they trying to fight for a play-in. It's not about taking over. They're trying to get in.
Yeah, I know they're trying to get in. So now they're gonna need to rely on somebody.
Rely on both of them, and they still sucked. What do you mean? Rely on Brand. Like, how does the situation make it any better?
Rely on Lonzo. Well, yeah, man, this is tough. This is a tough hit for them. Not especially at this point in which, like, is the last part of the season coming up right here, and then you got the
Yeah,
playing and stuff like that. To have this come, it got to be a huge blow for them. It has to be a huge blow for them. But now with this,
Zion been
yeah, Zion's been the main reason why they won all their games. So let's just be honest about that. His impact cannot go unnoticed. Obviously, he's Zion, but
he's been playing great.
yeah,
He's been playing great.
he's been playing legendary. But to have this happen to him at this point, it just like now it's slim. Yeah, it sucks, and now it's slim for them being in the playing game. Don't get me wrong. If the Spurs end up doing some dumb stuff, then they could end up getting some, and the Pelicans could end up doing something. Then, hey, the miracle could go your way. But yeah, I'm sorry.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about something else with the Spurs.
Nah, you good.
But yeah, keep going with the game.
But yeah, it's unfortunate, but like not like they're gonna keep playing, they're gonna keep fighting. They really still got some good talent right there. So, and that's what they showed in this game. Especially in that third quarter, they start late that second quarter and going all the way through that third quarter. They started hitting their threes. And they started to get hot from the perimeter. And as a result of that, a Philadelphia lead started to dwindle just because of the fact that New Orleans found their offense late because of Lonzo. He did that. And then in the fourth quarter, it became a back and forth duel ball game.
Like Lonzo.
Yes, Lonzo coming up with big clutch buckets. And not just him, but Kyra Lewis Jr., Joel Embiid was making Jackson Hayes look like a little ass boy. And like it was
As he should. As he should. And with all due respect to Jackson Hayes, but as he should.
They're gonna be tapping like this.
Man, he gave him that Marcus Saul tap.
Yeah, he gave him that Marcus Saul tap, man. That was disrespectful.
Yeah, that Marcus Saul gave him. Please.
Yeah, don't do that. I just realized, don't do that.
That Marcus Saul tap. Okay, MB, maybe next year.
I just realized you said that. What the hell? Oh, but yeah, it came down to the wire, and big shots, big attack into the basket, layups, just clutch moments within that fourth quarter for the Pelicans to in which they eventually took the lead. But then Tobias Harris.
Tobias, all-star snub.
Yes, all-star snub coming up with some clutch threes. One to put them within one, and one to just give them the lead basically. And then none of the team scored for like a good moment until up into that 10-second mark. And then New Orleans had an opportunity to go for a game winner, and look what happens. Look who has the ball. Eric Bledsoe makes an errant mistake. Got a nice pick and everything. Hernan Gomez cut into the basket right there. That could have been a potential game winner for them right there. No turnover. And game is over. And that could basically be one of the other things that some of the Pelicans season. It's like, they get so close and then, yep, take it away.
Pelicans fourth quarter play is trash.
Well, not this game, though.
It is. Yeah, not really this game. Doesn't really go to them, but yeah, just in general. They always lose down to the wire.
Exactly. Hey, you better carry them. Oh, I feel bad for you.
What's your problem, man?
I don't got no problem. I'm chilling.
I'm sorry, but I'll be I. You can do all you want, but it's slim. It's very slim for
Yeah.
that Pelicans team. I mean, even if he puts up like 48 a night, it's not gonna, because
It's
their
not gonna
defense
be
sucks. Their fourth quarter play sucks.
exactly.
So yeah. Speaking of 48, you know who had 48 last night?
Oh yes, yes I do. Yes I do. Yes I do. Yes I do. Bogdanovic
Yes, of Utah.
of Utah. Yes, Bogdanovic of Utah. Man, did he have it cooking? Mainly purely jumpers, straight buckets. Had that
Shooting,
scoring touch.
shooting the lights out. Good thing we're off
Just
topics of the Pelicans.
yep. Just straight up shooting the lights out, man. Shooting the lights out from the perimeter. He had it going. Again, that scoring touch he had, he could not be stopped. Like it's like whenever he threw up a shot, it looked like you just felt like he was gonna make it. And despite the fact, and they needed this kind of production from him. The Utah Jazz needed this kind of production from him because them and the Nuggets were staying within each other's grasp. Like no team was like letting up. They was all sticking close to each other. Just getting it on both ends of the floor. Michael Porter Jr. had himself a great game. Like, they need this production, but then you know what happened? Utah came alive. and down the stretch in that fourth quarter, Utah came alive. You talk about Bogdanovic, then you gotta talk about Clarkson. You gotta talk about Niang's hitting some big shots. You gotta talk about Gobert getting an N1 on Jokic. Like, and mind you, at first he got blocked and then he got it back. And it was just all around just great basketball to close out that game by Utah, man. And it's just like, Denver basically didn't have a chance at that point.
Yeah. A good thing Utah wasn't up 3-1. But yeah, this was only one game. Credit to Bogdanovic, who shot the absolute lights out in that building. He just had it going throughout the whole night, 48 on the night. And this was a big win for this Jazz team. They're trying to stay in that first place. The Suns riding on their coattails.
Yeah.
And big loss for the Nuggets. They're trying to get the third seed.
Oh well, they could run it back next year.
Yo, what is your problem with this running back next?
Hey, they could get the third seed next year.
Did you mean running back next year? Like they're a playoff team.
Yeah, they are a playoff team, but they're going to have the fourth seed.
You don't know that.
Okay, I did say the last episode that they was going to be third seed bound, but it doesn't
third
look
seed
like
bound. You see, you flip flop one of the fish out of water.
It don't look like that anymore. It don't look like that anymore.
Nah, I don't look like that anymore. So why did you say that in the first place?
Cause I thought it would look like that if the Clippers lost. The Clippers did not lose.
Maybe you shouldn't predict stuff with that many games out in the season.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, and now it look like hey, it's better than being like playing game bound, like the team that we was talking about before.
All right. Leave them alone.
I'm just saying.
Listen, they can go out of. They can lose the rest. They could lose out and not even make the playoffs. At the end of the day, guess what?
Guess what? What is that?
You have a ring.
Yeah, they do. They do. LeBron's legacy's on the line. Let me stop. But yeah, man, just great win by Utah, man, and great way to close out that fourth.
Yep. And speaking of, I said earlier. Oh yeah. Speaking of making predictions a little bit too early in the season, Miami. Even though, well, I get to it a little bit later, but yeah, Miami.
They soft as baby.
Miami or never mind. I ain't saying anything.
Nah, let me tell you something right now. Neither of them was soft as baby. That's all I gotta say. Neither of them were soft as baby. They both teams came out to play. This Timberwolves team has looked like. How many times I gotta get into it? They look like they playing with new life now. They look like Like they playing with new life, they playing with a new energy, they playing with a new tempo and everything, and they just been sticking it to teams, regardless if they won or lost.
Yep, so much that D'Lo got ejected in that third quarter.
Yep. Talking, just running his mouth, talking. I'm like, D'Lo, you tough, bro. Like,
That's why he got ejected.
yeah, he was talking. He was talking to the ref. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I just know for a fact that he just kept. I guess it was because of a situation with the shot or something. I don't know.
Soft like Charmin.
But he got kicked out because he kept talking. These refs are like kind of
Soft like Charmin.
yeah, they're sensitive. So as a result, they kicked him out, but it didn't matter because they still fought, stuck into this game, and then a couple of defensive plays here and there. Tyler Hero came up with some shots, and
haven't heard that name in a while.
Well, like he is the second coming of Larry Bird, so like you have to eventually hear his name at some point. But it became all of that in the third, and the Heat were able to take the win.
Yeah, Miami, it's a big win for them as well. In terms of their seeding, Timberwolves, they're already out, just trying to play spoiler, trying to get some chemistry going on for the next season. They looking towards the future. They got a bright future, but yeah, good win by Jimmy and the boys in Miami. All right. The news was, of course, Zion out indefinitely. Now looking like to be out for the rest of the season. Fortunately for the Pelicans. I think that's all.
Yeah, I think that's all. We can go straight into predictions.
All right. So that being said, prediction time for tonight's set of games, Saturday night basketball. First off, the Washington Wizards going up against the Indiana Pacers. Who you got?
Wizards.
Why are you so low?
Oh, my bad.
Detroit basketball. Going up against Philly.
Is that even a question, bro? This is not the 80s. Philly.
80s?
Well, that was when both teams were really good at that point.
When Philadelphia was really good, Pistons were that good. Yeah. They were okay. They were moving up. And then when the Pistons were really good, the Sixers are kind of on the downward end.
Hey, man, look, at the same time, they
just said 2000s.
2000. Well, it was just Allen Iverson.
That's enough for me. That was enough for them too. They got to the finals.
That's true. Yeah, but it's none of that. It's none of that anymore. I think you know the answer to that question.
Yep, Detroit. Memphis, of course, Philly. What the hell happened? Memphis going up against the Toronto Raptors.
Toronto. I want to choose Toronto with this one.
Interesting. I got the Grizzlies. Why they did that again? They're not showing my primetime games. Yeah, they love to do that. Hold on. Give me 1 sec.
Hey, soft ass baby shit.
That's gonna be a new slogan now.
Yeah, soft ass baby shit.
Primetime game was the Wizards and the Pacers, 7:00 NBA TV. Next primetime game, up a doubleheader, NBA TV, 10:00. The Brooklyn Nets going up against the Denver Nuggets.
Brooklyn.
I'm gonna go with Denver. Harden. The Rockets going against the Jazz.
Jazz.
The Thunder going against the Warriors again.
Warriors.
Warriors. And lastly, the Spurs going against the Blazers.
Oh, yeah. Good night. Good night, Spurs. See you next year. Run it back.
You know they can still have a chance, right? If they get into the playoffs, which they probably are going to. But they still have a chance. You know, you can't count all these teams out.
So you're telling me
If you are in that position, you have a chance.
Okay. We save for the prediction whenever it comes to that episode.
Hey. I know no, seed that low won a championship. There was one seed that low that made it to the finals. Just saying. The only seed, by the way.
You talking about the Golden State Warriors?
Thanks, Alan. Wow. Sorry. All right. I'll wrap things up. You know what it is, month of May. So going to the standings, changes. With the Bucks win last night against the Rockets, the Bucks now hold the second seed in the Eastern Conference, dropping the Nets to the third seed. The Knicks lost to the Suns, unfortunately for me. The Knicks are a game ahead of the Hawks for that fourth seed. The Heat, with their win against the Timberwolves, and the Celtics loss against the Bulls. The Heat are a game ahead of the Celtics, and the Heat currently hold the sixth seed. And now my hot take has kind of been, as of right now, but things can change. Just saying, man. Just saying.
Man, I'm respecting it.
The Bulls win. They are 3 games behind the Wizards. Slim, but still have a chance. Going to the Western Conference, still the same. Big changes: the Blazers, Lakers, and the Mavericks. The Blazers, with their win against the Lakers, currently hold the 6th seed, and of course, we mentioned they hold the tiebreaker. The Mavericks, they blow out win against the Cavs, hold that 5th seed. They are a game ahead of the Blazers, 2 games ahead of the Lakers. And with the Pelicans loss and the Spurs win against Sacramento, the Spurs are 2.5 games ahead of the Pelicans.
Embarrassment.
Speaking of that, I was watching that the Sacramento Spurs game, and the Kings announcer is Doug Christie, and I forgot the other guy, but
yeah,
he was talking about the fans in the arena, the atmosphere is like, they have a chance to get in the playoffs, and I was just laughing. It was like, they haven't played this significant basketball in so long. I was just like, they're not going anywhere. They're not making it. I was just laughing. They were like, they wasn't able to win the game, and they didn't. You don't even have to even go into it. You really don't. If you want to, go ahead.
Nah, I'm saying it's Sacramento, the land of Sacramento, the farmland, the cowbells. Yeah, that don't seem like a basketball place to me. It sounds more like Seattle. I'm hearing.
We're not gonna do this again. We're not gonna do this again.
Super Kings.
We're not gonna do this again. The what?
Super King?
Please, man. Let them be. Let Seattle form a new team. Please. It would just be the Sacramento Kings 0.0 or 0.1, negative 0.2, negative 2.0. because they still gonna be whack. Sorry, De'Aaron, but
Hey,
you're gonna be in
sometimes,
purgatory for the next 7 years
hey, look, sometimes you
or
need to
5
change.
years.
You need to change the scenery to get going. Am I lying?
Polished turd, still a turd. I'm sorry, I just really lost faith in Sacramento. And if they do that, let's say they make a whole bunch of changes and then go to Seattle, okay, that'll be a little bit different because now it's a new atmosphere, new arena, new fans, new jerseys, new team, new GM, new front office, new coaching. Now it's different.
Mm-hmm.
That changes everything. You like renovating everything.
Yeah.
So
Let's see.
in that case, let's see. That's not happening. It's just not happening. But anyway, Sacramento's irrelevant to talk about this around this late in the season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Second seed. Can I say? Thanks, Giannis. My hot take is it's gonna take a long time. Crown himself all he wants. Take a bumpy roads here and there, but if it stays true, the Heat and the Nets third and the sixth seed. But I have to see. I have to finish how it ends. Season ends.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, Heat are half a game back from the Hawks, so the Heat can't take that fifth seed, and they're only a game back from the Knicks, so they can't take that fourth seed.
I know you don't want to see any of that happen.
I know. Not at all. Not one bit. Not even about the hot take. I don't want to see the Heat.
If your Heat go against the Knicks, then your Knicks. It's
Off the
not,
bucket of
it's not the
ice.
late 90s. It's not the late 90s. It's not the late 90s anymore. Just know that. If your Knicks meet up with that Heat team, it's not the late 90s anymore. So you're gonna be pissed and tight. That's all I gotta say.
We're just gonna win in 7. I know it's just gonna be a tough road. Like, why would we even do that? It should just be easier against them.
Okay, Larry Johnson.
Grandmama, what can I say? Thanks for the 4-point play. What can I say? Eighth seed. Only eighth seed, by the way. That was trivia. Only eighth seed to go to the finals. 1999. Last time Knicks went to the finals as well. The only thing to stop us was Tim Duncan and David Robinson. Wow, they needed that much firepower to beat the New York Knicks.
No.
Latrell Sprewell and Anna Houston.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what happened in that Pacers series. You know what happened in that Pacers.
Grandmama.
You know about that.
Thanks.
Nah.
Thanks.
Yeah. What was that? What was that? They
and thank you guys for tuning in.
The hair on his
you guys
arm
watch
and they
today's
caught out
podcast. Make sure to tune into tomorrow's podcast. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, all that. Give us feedback, support the channel.
And follow IG and TikTok down in the description below.
Yep. And of course, I am Evan.
And I'm Jock.
And this is the Mind of Basketball Podcast.
This is